Okay, and welcome back to the Hampshire Business Show, and today we are joined with Kathy Torres and Pour Me Bartending. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today, Kathy.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your past. What's your backstory? What led you to where you are now?
Well, I was doing this for about 10 years, and we were just doing one here and there, just for private parties, people we knew. And then we saw the need of people always saying, oh, well, we're having parties, so why not have you guys come and serve for us? So we started doing a little bit more and more. And after last year, we decided to really go public. So we put our website out. We started joining networking groups. We started doing mailings to businesses and just getting our name out there. And we just exploded. We ended up, going from doing 1 or 2 a month to almost 50 or 60 this year, I mean. So it's been a really great year for us here.
Absolutely. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
so let's talk a little bit about your business itself.
Yeah.
So you guys are pretty new. You said about a year?
Well, we've been doing it for about 10 years.
Okay.
But for actually, all purposes, yes, we've been in business doing it for multiple venues now for the last year.
Okay. So what is it you guys do?
We actually kind of take over what some of the caterers can't do. A lot of catering companies charge you an arm and a leg to have them serve your alcohol because they have to pull a 1-day license, and then they charge you per person. Even if your guests aren't drinking, sometimes some of the catering companies will charge you for serving soda or water or even juices to your people at your party. So we come in, we set up, we get our clients actually purchase all the alcohol. So that makes it different. So that's why we don't need to be licensed through the state of New Hampshire because we're not purchasing the alcohol. So what we do is we come in and we sit down with them. I go over everything from start to finish. They tell me how many guests are coming. They tell me what type of bar they're looking for. And I help them. I send them designated lists on how much of everything they have to purchase, right down to how much ice they should have for the day to how many cups they should have for the day.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that sounds like an awesome service.
Yep.
So they do pretty much everything. They get the liquor and you just serve it.
Yep. Yeah, we carry general liability and liquor liability. We are insured, so they don't have to purchase additional insurance. But some venues make them purchase additional insurance. So with us, if they hire us, we have the general liability and the liquor liability, and we name both the client and the venue on our policies for the day. So it also takes the stress off the client of trying to have that additional fee to pull an insurance policy for the day.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. And
Yep.
you said earlier that you provide the list of alcohol they need to,
Yep.
generally?
Yep, so what they'll do is we have a couple different ways. We have a full bar. We actually have a beer and wine event. We have a beer, wine, and a couple specialty drinks, and then we have a full bar. So what the client will do is they'll tell us what type of bar they're looking for that day. And if they want just beer and wine, we'll go ahead and we will give them a list of how many white wines they should buy, how many red wines they should buy, and how many cases of beer they should buy. And the same thing with the beer, wine, and a couple specialties. Whatever their specialty drinks are, we'll tell them exactly how many bottles of each alcohol they'll need to buy for that event so they don't waste money and buy things they don't need.
Wow. And that's usually less expensive than just going with a traditional bartender?
It's less expensive than going with a caterer because
Okay.
the caterers charge you, they could charge you up of, if each guest has 2 drinks, you're looking at probably $7 a drink. So you're looking at $14 just for 2 drinks for the night. The average person drinks, if it's 6 hours, will drink about 6 drinks. So they usually say about a drink an hour. So you could really be paying at the end of the night if you hire a catering service, really an arm and a leg for the services because they provide the alcohol and you now pay them. They have the open bar, which is cash bar, and then you pay them for their services. So it could be very expensive going with a caterer.
Wow.
Yep.
That is a valuable service.
Yes, it is, and it comes around is that you buy what you want. So if you only want to serve beer and wine, it might only cost you $300 or $400 to buy the beer and the wine for your event, and you're going to have enough for the whole event. So you never have to worry about running out. We always make sure that we, put a little buffer on there to make sure they have a couple extra of everything.
Yeah, so typically what type of events would you be working out of?
Well, we can do any type of event. We can do a birthday party for kids because, we actually have a birthday party coming up. It's, a single mom that's doing a birthday party for her son, and she wants to have mom drinks at the party. So all the moms, want to do a couple, like a mojito and a margarita. They want to do a couple, really good drinks, but they're going to be there for 4 or 5 hours watching 60 kids play around. So we're going in and serving juices. We're serving, sodas for the kids. We're doing like ice cream floats for them. They're bringing all that stuff. So we're going to do a couple drinks for the adults, and we're going to do the kids drinks for the kids. We do an awesome kids drink. We call it an ocean mist, and what we do is we put Swedish fish in there, so the kids like really get a kick out of that. And we do everything up to weddings with 400 or 500 people.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we have enough. We have 12 bartenders that work for Pour Me Bartending, so we have someone to fit your event no matter what it is.
Oh wow! That's so 12 bartenders. Yep. You've only been in business for about a year.
Yep.
That's
yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
we also send to all of our events, we send 2 bartenders. We don't charge. A lot of bartending services that are out there charge for an additional bartender. We don't charge for additional bartenders. I send 2 bartenders out to all of my events and a bar back. Our bar back, comes, they fill up the ice, they make sure everything is always iced and chilled for the guests, so the bartenders don't have to stop the main priority, which is serving the guests that night.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
So let's talk about your setup when you actually get to an event.
Yep. So basically, our setup when we get to an event is kind of like this. We have 4 different sets because we're doing between 3 and 4, on the weekends. So we come in, we set up. It usually takes about an hour to set everything up. Most of the time, our bartenders will get there about an hour and a half to 2 hours early because I like to make sure everything's ready to go when the time goes. And I don't want them rushing at the last minute. It's a pretty simple setup. We have the tables, we have the skirts, we have our names that go up. We have 617 Designs actually do all of our designs for all of our signs. They're out of Manchester, but they do all of our designing for all of our events. So what they do is everybody that tells us what they want to drink, then we make the signs on what they want. So every sign is always going to be different, and they do just cute work for us. So it's worked out nice with them as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
As an avid drinker, I would totally see this in my future
Yes,
at some point.
it is. And it's great because so many people that are having 4th of July parties. I can't even tell you how many we booked this year. And then Memorial Day parties, Labor Day parties, backyard barbecues. People just don't want to worry about that anymore. They want to enjoy their party and not have to worry about refilling the sodas or refilling the beer or the wine. So that's where we come in. Enjoy your party. Sit down with your guests and enjoy it. Don't worry about making sure the bar area is still full. Pay us to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we have the insurance, so it makes it even better, so the homeowner doesn't have to take responsibility of that. It falls on us.
Wow.
Yep.
This is really cool. Really cool.
Definitely, it's fun, it's fun, it's exciting, like I said, all of our bartenders are awesome. They've been, bartending. We have multiple bartenders that have been doing this for 20 years. We have some that have just been doing it for 5 or 6 years, and they love it. All of our guests, we've never had a complaint about our guests. So, that's good. For being in business for a year, you would think you'd have a couple complaints coming through the first year of really being out there, and we haven't had any, so it's been great.
That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about your bartenders again, since we brought them up.
Yeah.
How do they come out to the events?
Well, all of our clients are different. We have people that are doing beach-themed parties and they want us in shorts and flip-flops. We have other very formal events. All of our events, though, our bartenders do wear the shirts. They're the black ones with our name on it. But our clients pretty much dictate what they'd like. We do always wear our shirts, but our pants and our footwear are really different because each event is different. We did an event that was in a field for a barn, and they wanted us really laid back. They wanted casuals. Everyone was in khakis. Everybody was in sneakers, and they wanted us to fit in. They didn't want somebody there with a suit and a tie, and they wanted us to fit into their crowd. So I always talk to my clients about that too, to see what they're looking for us, because we don't want to go overdressed and we don't want to go underdressed. But no matter what we do, our shirts are always going to be the shirts. It's just basically our footwear and our leggings.
I like the uniform idea.
Yeah.
It's nice, and
Well, it's easy. It's it's not overbearing, and even if you're doing a really formal wedding, people are okay with this because it's black.
Yeah.
It's professional looking, and we've never had a complaint. So.
Yeah, so it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
It's perfect. You know? Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So we kind of have a whole holiday thing going on right now.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about how the viewers can help you out.
Well, right now what we're looking to do is obviously every business wants to expand. So that's what we're looking to do. A lot of companies have holiday parties. So they don't know about bartending services. They think the caterers have to do it because that's what's been kind of told to all of these companies for so many years that you have to hire a caterer to serve your alcohol. Well, you don't need to in the state of New Hampshire. We work very closely with the Liquor Commission up in Concord. Any questions I have, I go right to my sources up there. I make sure we follow the laws, we follow the rules to a T. So if you have a company that's out there and you're looking to have a holiday party, whether it be post Christmas or after Christmas or any type of event, whether it's an employee appreciation day, give us a call because we can definitely fit you in midweek, any type of day, any type of time. We have the bartenders that will definitely be able to do that party for you. And our holiday special right now is we're just trying to get out there. We're trying to let everybody know that we're here for your holiday party and to give us a call.
So where are we looking to go in the future? I mean, it looks bright, it looks awesome, it's mobile.
Yep. What we do right now is we're contracted with a few venues that we do all of their weddings for the whole year. So with one location we have 20, with another one we have about 22 of them. So what we're looking to do is basically expand to those venues that have the outdoor barns that people have to bring in all of their own stuff, that they might rent the table in the area, but nothing's included with that area. So we're looking to get out there for venues that are looking for a reliable, dependable bartending service that is going to take the stress off the venue as well. That the venue doesn't have to worry about just someone's friend coming in and pouring alcohol that night that really doesn't have a clue of what they're doing, but they want to be called a bartender. So we're looking to go out there and just reach out to more venues that are looking for service that is insured and that has a good reputable past with them.
Okay, so thank you so much, Kathy, for coming out to us today.
You're welcome.
And it's been awesome.
Thank you.
You can definitely see why Pat was very,
Interested.
very avid about me talking to you.
Yes.